Welcome to the Analytic Econometrics YouTube channel, where I have minted and posted videos about economics, tech tools for learner success, natural resource management, forestry analysis tools, and geospatial analysis techniques. New videos keep coming, so subscribe to get notification. I have progressed through my education with an associate's degree in geology, bachelor's in forest and range management with a minor in business administration, master's in natural resource economics, and a doctorate in environmental science and regional planning, and another doctorate in economics. I have loads of unique experiences integrated into formal training. I have been a professional resource manager for all my professional career, transitioning from non-timber forest products collection through reforestation, thinning, logging, timber cruising, land use planning, and federal compliance document articulation such as NEPA. In 1994, United States Secretary of State Warren Christopher asked me to leave my faculty position with Michigan State University to join a U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, position in the newly independent states of the former Soviet Union, taking a leadership role with the Environmental Policy and Technology Project, EPT. I began my services in the Russian Far East city of Khabarovsk. My chief forester duties included working with Russian government officials, developing training and skill enhancement with the Ministry of Forestry, and building the country's first seed breeding centers in Sosnovka and Solikino with greenhouses, seed sorting technologies, seed coolers, and associated technologies to aid forestry development in the Russian Federation, including translation of U.S. firefighting curriculum into Russian and delivering training to Russian firefighters. As site manager, I reached to my roots of Washington State as I worked with harvesters to collect, process, and market non-timber forest products like this, syrup from indigenous fruit of the Kolanov plant. After USAID projects celebrated their successful conclusion, I joined a U.S.-Russian joint venture as CEO and operations manager, harvesting timber from a remote concession at Sysman Bay, where 450 Russian loggers and 50 international expatriates harvested timber 24 hours a day. We sorted logs and shipped them to buyers in Western Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, and other Asian destinations. Since my return to North America, I have been in private industry providing services to clients from private industry, tribal forestry, counties, states, federal governments, and combinations of these interests. I have done this through geospatial analysis in GIS, with economic price forecasting of commodity markets for timber products and costs of production. I clearly see that we are awash in technologies to aid our understanding and articulation of tasks we are confronted with. I also see how adoption of these technologies aids people, businesses, organizations, and countries to achieve real economic and social growth. This is what I strive to bring to my classroom and workplaces. I have taught short courses to adult learners as a consultant and served as faculty at colleges and universities in the USA, teaching classes in forestry, geospatial analysis, environmental planning, economics, and business administration. The classroom of today transitions from the bricks and mortar of yesteryear to the online assisted format with YouTube videos, enabling the production of total recall lectures. This is what I enabled in the live classroom and online classes I teach. Subscribe to this site and get access to these lessons. A couple short notices are important to recognize. First, all my lectures are accompanied by scripted subtitles. I have found that Google's translation from English into other languages is augmented with this strategy as sentence translation recognizes case, gender, formality, and tense to give the foreign language learner a clearer understanding of the message. Second, I narrate all videos to combine text discussions with photographs and videos to give example of the messages I deliver. Sometimes it is a Disney film clip with Buzz Lightyear as we discuss shortage versus scarcity, or a news clip about a trade tariff on Canadian timber imported into the USA. I transition briefly to deliver a message to instructors. For a nominal fee, I offer instructors topic packages for each class, starting with the scripts wrote for each chapter's lecture. As I taught these classes to college students, I made these scripts available to students and discovered many students would study the scripts to confirm their new knowledge. I offer instructors syllabi for each class seen here: tasks, assignments, schedule, scoring, and topic integration. I combine the chapter lectures with tasks and assignments for students to discover meaningful understanding of the topics. Some of these tasks are completed within an hour or two, capturing data online, manipulating these data with software such as Excel. Each task is anchored with the topics integral to learning the topic of discussion. I also assigned students in each class of 200 level or higher a term report that takes all semester to complete. The use of software tools made available to students in colleges around the world is put to task. Students can make their reports in any software platform they select, but I give example of using Microsoft Word to write the document using style sheets, creating cover pages, title page, table of contents, list of tables, acronyms used, references in the text, and literature cited. It makes a formal document possible for the student who may never have made one before. When the written report is completed, the student prepares a PowerPoint show, writes a script for their presentation, records it, digitally masters it, sets timings and transitions, saves it as an MP4, and posts it to their personal YouTube account. This is where other students watch each other student's video and prepares comments and makes the discussion happen. One student told me she thought she was taking an economics class from me to learn about business, but it turned out she took the class to learn about succeeding in life. Students have written in course evaluations that my classes were the most time-consuming classes they ever took, but the classes where they learned more than they have ever learned in any other class. I build classes to challenge the learner's thoughts and make the education attained meaningful. I work my students to achieve new understandings and demonstrate new abilities. It is much like I have operated my businesses in the USA and internationally. Empower people to achieve their personal goals and interests. I am pleased to be part of those journeys. Contact me using this email, and I will assist you to build on what I started here.